Howdy, y'all. So on the next episode of Ricky's Big World, we gonna spill all the tea. Oh, you talking about where, it's like that, and then flip it over?
Well, okay, that game, yes, we also used to play that. But we were...
Which one we talking about?
Hold the mic. I'm gonna beat him.
Back in the pizza world caverns, behind the test ovens, and in reality next to the bathrooms, it's Ricky's Big World.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Ricky's Big World. I got my buddy Jeff here with me, and evidently Roxanne and Jan wants to talk about games we used to play as kids.
I think she just wants to hear about somebody getting hurt.
Yeah, that was really
She's sadistic.
We started talking about childhood games you guys used to play, and then Ricky started to say a story, and I didn't want to hear it, but I could tell somebody gets hurt, and I did want to hear what.
Well, that was kind of the...
So Jeff brought lawn darts that is basically banned now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think it's legal to buy
I think it needs to be population control. So
Darwin.
we were outside one time in Columbus, Georgia, at Cooper Creek, and somebody brought the lawn darts back. This is back in the late 70s, early 80s. And they were sitting there, and of course, she'd throw them and everything. Of course, somebody doesn't want to do it like that. They want to throw them up in the air, watch them, and then giggle and run.
Okay, pause. For the people that don't understand what you're talking about, lawn darts, like, is it like a dart, like a dart?
It's a big old dart.
They go needle on with some fins, and it got the aerodynamics.
Throw it, and it's supposed to. You got two different kind of like one to hit a target, or they'll have some rings on the ground, and you're supposed to throw it up.
So you throw it up and into the ring.
Right,
so like this is automatically
It's
dangerous.
kind of like horseshoes, dangerous horseshoes.
Yeah, that's a good example right there.
Dangerous horseshoes.
Just don't.
With like a long needle type.
And a lot of times it's somebody on the other side of the field.
Who made this up?
I don't know, but
People
it
from
was
the
genius.
50s?
Yeah.
I guess people from the 50s. So
It was fun.
us kids started just throwing up in the air, and
The heathens that we were.
the heathens that we were, and seeing who gets impaled and going to the doctor that day and not going to school Monday night.
And it was kind of like a giant game of chicken too, because you gotta stand
'cause you
around in a
gain
circle,
points.
and then you throw it up there, and then whoever leads
Last.
first. Yeah, it is.
I looked it up because I wanted to know like when they banned it and stuff. So they banned it December 19th, 1988.
Really?
Due to the number of injuries and deaths it caused, especially among children.
You will.
The ban applies to lawn darts with elongated tips that are intended to be used outdoors and that are designed to contact the ground tip first. So lawn darts.
Impalement of the ground, right?
Yeah.
So as of 2024, though, a modified, safer version of lawn darts with a blunt tip design may be purchased.
That's because children today are weak. They can't take the impalement.
I thought I saw an ad on it.
We used to take it. We would take the impalement. If one went in our shoulder, we just brush it off, and then went to the doctor the next day. Got a tetanus shot, and we're done.
You had to finish the game.
You had to finish the game. That's right. Or you got ridiculed the rest of the school year. But my uncle got caught in the middle of it, and so one was up in the air. You could hear him too. They were, and it impaled his hand and went straight through. And what stopped it was the fins on the end.
Oh my God.
And so he had this big old long dart coming out. He had to go to the doctor about it, but he was laughing about it. And he said, "Put some whiskey on it. It'll be all right. Just yank it out." Well, you couldn't yank it out because that metal tip, it would have ripped the bone. I mean,
Yeah, it had to go the way that it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
And luckily though, the doctor was able to unscrew it from the inside of his hand or do something.
Oh
that
my
they got
God,
done.
so gross. So apparently it caused 3 children to die. But there were approximately 675 people visiting the emergency room due to injury. The most common injury sites were the head at 54%. 54% of people were.
Because you looking up.
Hold up, you can buy this on Amazon right now.
17% in the eye and 11% in the face.
They are selling them on Amazon.
54% of patients required hospitalization.
I don't know if we can show this.
Blunt.
This is an Amazon ad for You can buy this on
Is that the
Amazon for
pointy edge?
$8.99. Yeah.
Hold on,
It's
hold
not
on.
the-
Wait.
Aluminum.
Let's see. Let's go over to see if they show.
Danger. They got a danger side, so you can't sue them. This is like from the 60s.
That's so dangerous.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna
Is that
buy some.
population
I'm gonna buy
control?
some. I have it here by Monday.
We are not educating people to purchase this
No.
and play.
No,
this.
we ain't educating people. We're just letting them know where to go
This
find it.
is a banned game. This is a banned game. Playing it with sharp edges.
But
is
you know
banned.
what game really
Yeah, it was
surprised
fun.
me that was banned? Dodgeball.
Okay, Dodgeball was so fun.
If I see a picture of a dodgeball, you can smell the picture.
I can smell it. I can hear it. It rings in my ear to this day.
And it's a
Yeah,
sound
you're
you
right.
can't.
Because
It's that rubber
I
ball
constantly
sound.
got hit in the face with. Well,
Yep, it's that rubber ball sound. Yep.
mm-hmm.
You know what? Look, though, at the end of the day, okay, you know who's going to succeed in life and who's not.
Kids are soft.
Why they banned that, I have no idea.
Because kids are soft.
I mean, just because your forehead's on one side of the room, the rest of your body's on the other.
Well, probably because Mama got this imprint of the logo on the forehead from PE class, and
Which
said,
means
"What
you
happened?"
don't want to walk around
day.
advertising for somebody for free.
So there are variations of dodgeball still being played, but it looks like it was only banned in some schools.
Oh, so some schools, other schools are actually still doing
Yeah.
it?
So it's like in 2004, Massachusetts banned it, Maryland in 2001,
Get,
New Hampshire,
yeah.
and Austin, Texas.
Oh, see, I had a comment. I'm glad I didn't make that comment right there.
What? Which one? Texas not being from the South?
Yeah.
Because you didn't see no southern states.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was seeing.
Southern states, we ain't gonna worry about all that stuff.
It looks like other schools are playing like a variation of it.
Probably a Nerf
Well,
ball because it's so soft.
How are you gonna have that game and try to make it safe? Like,
It shouldn't be safe.
Maybe you're not aiming for the head.
I say, all right. What
it's
is
lit.
you work?
It's lit.
He works at a tire mechanic shop. All right.
It's lit.
So y'all do tires as well. What is a heavy grade tire? Is Continental a heavy grade tire?
All of them can have a heavy grade tire. Toyo, Big Thompson.
Roll a tire, them chill. Let's see how fast they get out.
Some of those tires can weigh up to 50 pounds.
Okay.
Maybe 50
Dodgeball
plus.
don't weigh no 50 pounds.
Yeah, 50 plus pounds. Your brother-in-law used to work for
Goodyear.
Goodyear.
Oh yeah, because he was doing
Truck
the
tires.
he was
Those are
doing
even
the
heavier.
fleets.
Yeah.
Those are huge,
Truck
huge
tires. Semi tires.
You know what I haven't seen around here? Tether ball.
We used
That
to
got
play that
boring, though.
long
How is that game boring?
Born.
because I was short and all the tall people kept
Still
just slapping it, and I'm still swinging like a T-Rex with short arms. I'm grown now.
And you
Are
still
you-
got
are
them
you-
looking
I'm
in.
grown now, but I used to get beat. I saw this stupid ass. I hate that game.
You know what game I used to miss, or I missed was like headlights. Remember headlights? You'd be out in the middle of the street at night, and then the headlights come, but you had to run. The headlight hit you.
Excuse me? Was that a real game?
That was a real game.
I forget when you were born. Like you missing all the good games.
That's a, getting
Let's
hit
hear-
by
okay,
a
so-
car
so
doesn't
let's
sound
say- let's say
or not
7
having
o'clock.
my seatbelt on in a car, and like my mom tells me she used to like sit in the back window, and then when they would hit the brake, she would roll off the back window. She's like, you didn't have to wear seatbelts and stuff.
No,
That sounds dangerous.
it was awesome.
That was just
It was great.
That was very irresponsible of her to be in the back. Anyway, so we would
I bet
all
she had a great time.
like about 7 o'clock after dinner.
Yeah,
we
after
would
she
all
fell
the
out of
kids
the
in the
truck.
neighborhood would get into the street, and it'd be pitch black dark, and all of a sudden a car would come, and if another kid saw
What if
the
they didn't
light,
have their lights on?
well then you die. But the point is that if the light touched your foot, shoulder, anything, because you try to hide behind another car, you had to go sit it out because you didn't play the game. You lost. So the last person standing won, and really just got bragging rights. But you almost got hit. We did it in the highway one time. So that was fun.
You crazy. Something ain't right about him. I've always said this from the get-go. Ever since I first
Well,
met him, something
nobody
ain't
asked you
right
your
about
opinion
him.
about nothing. What I'm trying to tell you
See,
is
that's the
that
great
we were
thing. It's
actually
about
out
my
in
opinion.
the highway. We just bumped it up a little bit, okay? It's like with darts. If we did it with like live launcher rockets
Yep.
instead of the darts, that's bumping it up. So instead, I got on Highway 185, and we did it out there. Now, of course, the cars are going 75, 85 miles an hour, so you really had to have some skill.
Lots of people lost. That was a quick round.
Where my ankle at?
Do you ever remember playing like Foursquare? That was a safe.
What other dangerous games did you guys play?
Wow, you gonna record it?
Yeah, I mean, one guy just sit here and.
We got so much knowledge, we don't want to sit there and waste it for nothing.
You're good now. All right, sir.
Okay, I don't need this.
I've been filming so many episodes the last 2 days.
Yes, I'm tired of you. This is the last day.
I feel like this could have
He
been done
says-
over Skype or
He,
something.
he says he doesn't want to come back.
I know. He told me this last night.
Oh, I talked about you bad.
Rude.
He talked about me bad.
Show this.
What did he say, Jeff?
I'm not at liberty to discuss this.
Be honest.
He was tired of the drive. Something about the truck. He was complaining about the gas mileage of the truck.
She knows all that. She asked you that. She's asking about what I said.
Yeah, it spelled the T about me.
Oh.
I said if she wears that Winnie the Pooh shirt one more time, I quit.
This one.
You know what? I just realized you had a problem with his shirt today and mine. So if anything, I think it's just you being grumpy.
It ain't me. Number one, I don't appreciate you getting up all in my face and snapping that neck bone like you just did. Okay?
You know what? I got nothing
I'm
really
tired.
honestly to say about this right now. I'm speechless. And that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard. Okay, I got an opinion. Everybody know I got an opinion about that.
Red, all right, you know what? No. We're all right. Red light, green light at the skate center.
Red Rover was dangerous.
No.
Oh, Red Rover.
We ain't talking about Red
wanted to
Rover. We
break
ain't talking about Red
that
Rover.
kid's
We're talking
arm.
about red light, green light at
Okay,
the
okay,
at
we
the
talk about it.
not the gas station, the skate center. Okay.
I didn't play that one.
At the skate center, you said?
Yeah, because they
On skates.
on skates.
Yeah, I got
and
you.
And you would be out there.
I did love
somebody
that
would have
game.
to- right. So explain it, Roxana.
You were at a roller rink or somewhere, and somebody goes red light. You stop. Somebody says green light. You go.
That's the simple. You think that's as simple as it is. But you know how many kids actually broke an ankle because of that?
I mean, I've never seen that.
I remember this one kid.
They were still playing that when I was a kid, so
He was trying
You were a
to. He was
kid.
trying to stop, and when he tried to stop, he twisted his ankle, and it snapped. El Snapo, El Snapo, and El Turno.
I never witnessed that.
Well, you know, you lived in South California, so
Soft California.
South California. Now, what was the other one you said? Red Rover.
A Red Rover. You would break a
Neck bone.
kid's
Ooh,
arm going
Man,
through one of those
you
things.
get one of them underchunk kids coming at you, coming in hot. I give up.
You would just let him through?
It's
You
boom.
would break that chain?
Hell yeah!
Okay, then you were out. You didn't get to
Nobody
play no
wanted to
more.
play
That's
with
not
you.
cool.
Yeah, I was
don't
going to say,
understand how small I was back then.
nobody wanted to play with you after that.
No.
You have to hold the line.
I was
Oh,
on the
that's
edge.
right. You have to.
Oh, man.
I was the one that
Oh, you were the last pick kid.
dipped out, and you know
Okay.
I was okay with that game because I was not getting ran over.
I was always in the middle.
This
I was
looks
always.
good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I was always in the one because I could hold him back.
I was
We got
going to
them
hurt
little
that kid.
weak kids.
He was not going to go through me.
You are the
I'm
weakest
telling
link.
you.
Okay.
I'm okay with that. Now I'm grown. I'll stand up, but not then. I was like the smallest.
Go ahead and send me a photo of you, and we'll just insert it here. How tiny little Jeff was
I
in
was like
Red
100
Rover.
pounds soaking wet in high school.
Think about how big his forehead is now.
Yeah.
And then when he was a child, he was all forehead. All forehead and stick legs. That's it. Just walking around.
I mean,
Looking like a
I'm
press.
thinking- I'm feeling personally attacked about the stick leg thing right now.
I said stick leg.
That's what I said. Isn't
Okay.
it?
But you can
I'm
get
pretty
offended
sure
all
I-
you want to.
I'm not getting in the middle of your marital spat.
Ain't no.
There ain't nothing better than bull about
We got
this.
divorced a long time ago because, you know what, we
And
quit
you didn't
putting
get
out.
custody of nothing. I didn't get a house. What'd you say? I wasn't even listening.
I heard it.
That's
Don't
why
worry.
we're not divorced. That's why we're not married no more.
I heard it.
I love how your daughter's just chilling over here with this table. Oh, it's cracking me up. Does she know them?
Well, yes.
Okay. I don't. She's just.
No, she knows them.
You know what else is a dangerous game that you don't think is a dangerous game, though? I Spy.
Oh.
Ooh, I Spy. Yeah,
I
for
Spy
sure.
was a dangerous game. So was Punch Beetle.
So I just taught that
Those
to my
are graveyard.
kids.
Huh?
I just taught punch buggy to my kids, except we do it with Jeeps instead of bugs because nobody has a bug anymore.
Slug bug, no return.
Yeah.
But that means when you do finally see a bug, it's like extra 2-shot to the
So
face.
we do, when we do find them, you get extra points. You get extra.
Pediddles with the headlight out.
What's pediddles?
Where
Why is it called that?
Well, it's not a violent game unless you really wanted to, but whenever you saw a car come without a head that was missing headlights, you needed to hit the roof. Or if you wanted to switch it up, you
That seems like a good way to get hit by your kid or by your
Damn.
parents, is to hit the car.
Well, yeah, if you piss them off enough.
You know, there's a game. It's not really a game. It's a gang initiation in Alabama.
Oh yeah,
That if your lights are out
and you flash them.
and somebody flashes you, then that gang member is supposed to turn around and follow you and either do you bodily harm or even the serious ones is supposed to shoot. And that's not a game I want to play. Okay, maybe
That's not a game.
junior high school. I
People-
would've been like that, but
People flash their lights at me all the time because, like, I have one of those cars that are newer, so the lights are so bright. Everybody thinks I have my brights
do
on.
yours flash automatically? Do they come on and off? The brights?
So the auto,
Yeah.
yeah, they do.
Do they break down a lot?
I have LEDs in mine, but I have to have my fog lights on so people know that I don't have my brights on.
They that bright?
Yeah.
Remember when I came in
Yeah,
with
all
the
the time.
F-150 and I asked y'all to change the lights out because they were too bright? I said, I want them back the yellow ones. Just
Yeah.
to return it back to the original. So they did.
I do like the brighter ones for, like, deer,
Yeah.
which is nice. You have an extra second or two to see what's
Well,
coming.
that's fine until you blind and the next person on the highway.
Well, as long as they don't go
They're-
like this, I'm all right.
They're legal right now.
Do what?
I said the lights are legal right now, so there's. I know that people were complaining about it and they want to have like some
LEDs.
restrictions.
You know what else I'm
HIDs.
seeing too in Louisiana that I don't see here is the lowrider truck. The not lowrider.
Squatted.
Yeah, I don't see that a lot
Squatted.
here.
Squatted is huge in Louisiana. I'm saying.
That's illegal
Yep.
in North Carolina right now
Is it because
Other
of,
states too. I think Washington. State.
why is it illegal?
because it's a safety thing.
You can't see,
You can't
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
and I've
I
heard.
hardly ever see that here. In California, you see it a lot.
Well, I've heard through school districts, especially with all the kids.
It's not redneck enough up here yet. It'll get here.
You know what it reminds me of? No,
I
because
promise.
it reminds me of a dog with worms scratching his butt across the carpet. It is the silliest thing. Dragging. Or itchy butt. You got an itchy butt, you're going to drag it across. That's what those squatter trucks look
Yeah.
like. And the people who drive
I
them.
don't get it. I don't think I don't get. Do they think that it looks cool? Is there supposed to be a functionality? I think it looks dumb. Why would you spend all that money?
But it's the same people who put like non-regulated tires on them, those little thin tires. What are you going to do with those? You can't go out in the woods with them.
So what's ghost in a graveyard? Didn't you say that earlier?
It's basically like tag at night, but you can't use flashlights or any of that stuff. And you just run at full speed at somebody.
That sounds so dangerous.
Actually, play it in an actual graveyard. That right
See,
there is crazy.
that's
when
exactly
there's
what it
nobody
is.
around and somebody slap the mess out of the back of your head.
That's illegal. You can't be playing in a graveyard.
I'm
at
just
night.
saying, we did. We have played that in the
You're a
graveyard.
rebel.
What about kick the can?
Well, that's
What you gonna do? Stub your toe?
I'm just
You can
wondering,
kick
did you
tetanus.
play it? Did you play it?
No, because
No.
my ADHD
no,
didn't put it
no.
last that
If
far.
you were real gangster, you played shoeless. Okay, you did it
You
with no
played
socks on, no nothing like that. Then when you got cut, you got that tetanus shot. Don't say nothing.
What about sardines?
Sardines.
Sorry,
What?
I don't know that one.
I
Dude.
don't know that one.
It's like hide and seek, but only one person hides.
So you got 10 people chasing one?
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you watch? Do you watch Young Sheldon?
A little bit.
There's an episode where they play sardines, but they do it to get rid of him, and he's like, "I'm the king of sardines," because they just leave him there, and he falls asleep in a closet.
I think they wrote that into the show. I don't think that's real.
It's just funny. No, it's a real game.
Is it a real game?
Yeah.
You play sardines?
I don't know what that is, but no.
I know a game
It's
that I
not
like to
worth
play.
watching. It's not worth
Yeah,
playing.
you ever played Shut Your Mouth?
Huh?
Shut your mouth. It's to see who can shut their mouth the longest.
It's
while
called the
grandmama
quiet
watches. While grandmama watches
Her
stories.
stories.
Right.
Her stories.
Yeah.
What other stuff did you guys do?
Well, it's dangerous nowadays, but drink from the hose.
How is it dangerous? It's not
I
dangerous.
don't know.
I drank from the hose the other day.
People think that it's dangerous right now. They're scared.
If
Have you
on
seen
a hot day, it's dangerous when you turn that pipe on and you start
gotta
drinking
watch
from
how much
straight from
that
there.
is.
Did you guys ever do crazy things like car surf or?
Yes,
You did?
yes. On a samurai.
On
Remember
a samurai?
The samurai vehicle.
I never did.
And a Isuzu Suzuki. Anyway, I think Suzuki Samurai. When they tried to say, hey, if you can't afford a Jeep, then we got this tinier model. It's called a Suzuki Samurai. Have y'all got any in the shop? And they were big back in the late 80s, early 90s, real big. And I tried to surf on it, but because the center of gravity is so bad, and maybe I was just too fat, it flipped with me on it, standing on it. And I was lucky enough and agile enough, evidently, to walk across to the door, because when it flipped, I walked across the door and jumped off and hit my forehead on the curb. It was nice.
I want to just say what I got from that story was Ricky was agile.
I was agile.
That's what I got from that story.
I was very agile back then, yes.
When? How long ago?
Back in the late 80s, early 90s. That's what I said. I was agile.
Light on your feet.
On the feet that I had, yes. The feet that I had. Thank you very much for bringing the foots up.
You're welcome. That's what I was trying to get at.
See why I didn't want to bring him on the show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
It's all right. It's all right.
The rest of us are just,
Enjoying it while
we're not enjoying it. We're with you. We stand with you.
Is that right? Oh, now I'm not talking about standing. Okay. That's okay. I got to do the IHOP this morning.
I asked him, I just realized,
This
like,
morning,
this is where we sit. And I asked him the other day, I was like, oh, is it inappropriate that we sit you right next to feet?
Not just the feet.
Oh, that is just
That was cold. That was cold.
Diabolically disrespectful, and I like
And a
it.
crotch.
Yes. A furry.
Like, what's your favorite board game as a kid? Like, what kind of board games and stuff were you playing?
Cool.
Shoots and ladders. There was that
Monopoly.
that one that had the little pawn-looking things. They were blue
Oh,
and red,
yeah,
and
yellow.
green, yellow. And what the heck is that called? That was fun. Sorry.
It was sorry. Dang.
Attaboy. Attaboy.
I
Look at
played
that.
Sorry on yesterday with Grandpa and Grandma.
Really?
Look at that. Still alive and well today.
Grandma, though. So you hear that?
I know what you're talking about.
Not with the cool
I knew
kids.
that was
I know.
Sorry.
Well, our generation created that, so there's that. You will.
Boggle was a pretty cool game, too. We had to press the thing and
Start
do
spelling.
it. And, yeah.
I didn't do good at that game.
I was playing poker in elementary school and Bones. I was playing Bones, too.
What's bone?
Dice.
Yeah, throwing dice.
Throw
Oh.
dice. And dominoes. Bones, dominoes. Too.
Okay.
That was a cool game.
know what?
But that'll get you killed.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
gotta remember where he grew up. It wasn't the wholesome place of Cedar Rapids. Alright. She don't know about these terms.
Did I grow up in the Watts or something? Or Friday or
Close.
something? I did grow up in the projects of Columbus, Georgia, and they were rough.
You don't go out at night. Where you from?
He apparently went out at night to ditch cars with
That's
headlights.
because I went out with the gang members' kids.
He had backup.
He had backup.
Yeah.
I,
back up.
I was family, okay?
I'm done.
Is that the thumbnail for you?
What you getting, Ray?
Wait a minute, hold on. We'll do it like this.
Great. Jeez.
Boy,
Put your hoodie on. Put your hoodie on.
if you don't stop,
Put your hoodie up.
let's go.
Put your hoodie up.
No, let's get this under control.
You started this little party.
I didn't think we were gonna start into the projects aspect of it.
Hey, whenever you get him and me together,
But
you
it's
gotta
the truth.
think all possibilities.
It's the truth. I mean, grew up in the projects. Had to. So, government cheese was the thing. We played a game of government cheese, too. We used to play, how far can you throw the government cheese? And
Why would you waste that?
because we were kids and didn't care. But,
Well, Mama catch
and
you. Mama catch
that
you.
that was the end result right there. Can you outrun a rear end whooping?
Why? So you get a second one?
You don't get,
If you try to outrun the first one, you're gonna get another one.
well, no, okay, the whooping's true, but the cheese, no. You can't go stand in line for that again. And you gotta wait a whole month before you can get more cheese.
I
That was
still
the best.
remember the
Did
taste.
you eat government cheese?
I remember the taste of that. I haven't for a while.
Somebody tried to say that Velveeta was government cheese. It is not.
That was
It is not the same thing.
that was the pinnacle of cheese. You if you got something with Velveeta, you knew it.
You had money and somebody was robbing you at your house.
You knew you were eating Velveeta. We had that creaminess is delicious.
I remember we used to make, what was that game we did with the stove? We would cut the, I can't believe I'm saying this, huh? We would, you know how you,
Oh, the cheese. Back to the cheese really quick. It tasted like a cross between Velveeta and American cheese, it says. No, it didn't taste like
I
the
don't know
other two.
who wrote that description, but they lying.
Well, it says that it was the process of the excess cheese and dairy surplus we had. And so
it wasn't quality cheese at all. No. It was like, okay, here's the rear end of the cap.
really, so it didn't taste like American cheese and Velveeta mixed together.
No.
Oh,
In fact, it's funny if you look at Velveeta cheese today, which Velveeta cheese, by the way, Velveeta, it is a wonderful cheese and we love it.
It's delicious.
Velveeta cheese though comes in a box, maybe like
Black.
big. Okay, government cheese comes in a block
Yeah.
that we would use as a doorstop too. You cannot get in that house if that cheese was sitting on the floor. So, and a lot of times you had to walk from the government center that gave you the cheese back to your house, and your back hurt because of it. Plus other
It was a
stuff that
workout.
you got.
did you ever use Velveeta for fishing?
I use turkey.
My
Fish.
family always used Velveeta to catch fish.
Really?
It was always fish
Never heard of
food.
that. I never heard of that.
Oh, gassy fish. That's why they got all them
If
bubbles.
people are listening, I want to know what type of fish bait were you using? Because Velveeta was that's all I've ever heard.
I always use, even today, I use either ground turkey, or some other kind of meat that's heavily seasoned with garlic and onion, because the scents, especially catfish,
Ooh,
they like the real spicy stuff. They snatch that stuff up real quick. Plus, if you get the type of turkey that you see in the store where it's in waves, the wavy kind of turkey that's ground up, all right, that makes great because it'll wiggle in the water a little bit. Plus, with the seasonings, it catching.
Did you guys fish a lot of skids too?
Yeah,
I didn't.
Yeah,
You didn't?
You did.
Well,
Did you have a lake around there? Or
No, we had a little creek, but I mean they always had like
Say it
little-
again. What?
a
You had
little creek.
a creek or a creek?
What creek for
Creek.
us northern
Creek.
people? Cricks for the
No, it's not creek.
Who says crick? Like, is
Y'all-
that a southern?
y'all
Is that
say
a?
creek?
Okay, well, in California we don't say that. But
What do you say then?
creek.
Creek.
Okay, well, good for you.
Do you say frick when you say freak? No, it's just creek.
I have to when I'm being in front of people at work. I
What,
have to-
frick?
Yeah.
You know, you call them a freak.
Oh, you talking about something different?
F-R-E-A-K, freak.
He went off on a. He's talking about a different word.
I went off on language because you're going to sit there and call it crick when it's spelled C-R-E-A-K. Creek. Don't call it crick. That's like saying
How do you spell that
frick.
again? How do you spell that again?
C-R-E-E-K.
K.
E-E-K. All right, fine.
E-E-K.
Creek.
Okay.
The double
Now we're gonna
E.
dive into this.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. Excuse me, I apologize. I made a mistake. Rock me to hell. All right, so
You want me to
C-R-E-E-K.
wait.
Creek Okay.
Save me from this one.
No, it's pretty. That's fine. All right. See, that's what his problem is. He's got to jump on one thing, and he's got to constantly just dive into that.
Who started jumping on who?
I'm just trying to say that when you spell something like this,
How do you say
but
that?
don't
You
say
say
crit.
crick,
Okay, crit gets on my
It's the
nerves.
same
It's
thing,
not
no
the way you
difference.
say this
Everybody
thing.
knows
Nobody
the
asked you a question. Anyway,
If you
all he
can
asked
say
you was whether or
crick,
not you
then they
fish
know that
or
it's a
not
crick.
in your little
Just like
hometown,
if you call it
which
a
is
soda,
where? Where's the
they know that
hometown
it's
you
a
from?
pop. What?
I forgot what you said.
I forget. What are you talking about?
Where are you from again?
I was.
I let
born
the old
in
married
Hawaii,
couple go too
but
long.
I pretty much grew up here.
Number one, ain't nobody no old married couple. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I was born in Hawaii, but basically grew up here.
You were born in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Tonawanda.
I'll
When
show
did you leave Hawaii?
When I was 6 months old.
Oh, well then, yeah.
He got dual citizenship.
Yes.
Hey, have you been back?
No, I haven't. That's one
Was
of the
it
debates.
actually Honolulu?
No, I was born on Pickle Air Force Base.
Okay, where's that
That's
island?
Honolulu, Hawaii.
Okay, so Oahu. He was
Yes.
born in Oahu.
Yes.
Dude, you gotta go.
I keep hearing how your auntie has some timeshare land there, but
What's that got to do with you? They ain't got nothing to do with you about my way my auntie got her stuff or me.
I'm just saying, if we go, then we got somewhere to stay, and then
There's
it's on the
Disney,
cheap.
the Disney Resort. Disney. There's a Disney
Alani.
Resort. Yes. And my auntie's
Who's gonna
place is
sponsor
next door.
this, then?
Disney.
We've been asking Disney, like, basically for 40 episodes now.
Well, get me on the horn with somebody.
Disney.
I'll know somebody who knows somebody.
Please allow this little little amputee to go to Disney because I wasn't able to get past the parking lot. And if I could please go to Alani, the Disney Resort, that's beautiful, and I have seen it up close. I sure would appreciate that.
I want to
Thank
see
you very
it,
much.
please.
Okay, we ain't talking about Jeff. We're talking about Roxana and me.
You
Okay?
see how he's pushing me out? You see how he's pushing me out? I'm going to be that linchpin.
It's
that
his
makes that link.
podcast. I can't.
Yeah, it says Ricky's big role, not Jeff.
I think we need to cut the light.
And I heard you
going
trying to get my show out from underneath my foots.
What foots?
The foots I'm about to kick right up straight up your rear end.
I didn't say nothing about nothing, and that was your idea on the last time I was with you. It was your idea.
Because you
that-
kept whining about it. Well,
I didn't whine about nothing.
I
want
should
you
just
to
take
roll-
over
pull
your
up the footage.
show. I should take
Pull
over
up
your
the
show. This.
B-roll footage. I wasn't whining about nothing.
He was whining.
I think we need to cut back to the previous
You
episode.
cut back to whatever you want to cut back to,
I don't
brother.
know why you came up here. You getting on my daggum nerves.
And who asked you to be here today?
You.
Yeah, I did. Because I would hear you whining if I did. So I have to.
You're right.
You must
You're
not
right.
love me no
Oh.
more.
I would forward all of our text messages to her so she can pop it up on the screen on your next episode.
And say what?
How
Why are
disrespectful
we
you
talking
is.
about a topic? Not this mess.
I forget.
We were talking about childhood games.
How the hell did we wind up here?
How about Beat a Foot? Okay, that's a great game. Beat a Foot.
What about Bloody Knuckles? You ever play Bloody Knuckles?
I showed her.
Oh, I played that as a kid, too.
You know about that?
Mm-hmm.
You ever play that?
We had that, even still, as I was a kid.
How did y'all play that? Did you play it? Have you ever played it?
I have played it, but it's been a long time.
That hurts.
Yeah.
You doing it
I do
right.
remember pain.
Yeah, but you gained some good knuckles. Some good.
Got that arthritis.
There was that. What was that game where you'd slap somebody? Did you guys not do that? Was that just my generation where you would slap them?
If you slap them, you get slapped and beat back. So we have to be careful.
No.
Bubble
Where
Siaka.
where you slap it? The hands?
Yeah,
Oh, you talking about where it's
Yeah.
it's like
Like that?
and you
And then
flip
you
it
got-
over.
Well, okay, that game, yes, we also used to play that. But we were.
Hold
Which one we talking about?
Hold the mic. Hold the mic. I'm going to beat him. Disrespect.
Now this Bobo Shotgun. You ever play Bobo Shotgun? Because you do this. Shoot a cussing all that down.
Yeah, it's called Red Hand.
Red hand. Oh, it's kind of like pencil. Remember pencil break game?
Oh, yeah.
You do the number 2,
Yeah.
and you get the knuckles.
See,
Did you ever play pencil when you were in school? Take the pencil, you hold it, then the next person has their pencil, and they have to try to break it. And you only get like 2 or 3 shots, but a lot of times you get your knuckle. It'll hit your fingers.
come in like
Wow,
this.
that's-
Some folks like Jeff would do it on purpose.
So, any other games?
Thumb war.
Oh, Thumb War.
That wasn't so
You could
much.
break. No, you can break somebody's finger
You
with that.
could, but I usually was smart enough to see them and say, "Nah, I'm good."
Especially when you snap it back, and when they're trying to do it, some people snap back and you get your own eye.
You probably cheated and used your thumb to hook them in there and hold them.
We don't have the time to get late for it.
That was cheating.
This is a violent episode today.
You picked this one, man. I think you should have thought this one through.
To cheat, now I'm gonna know I'm gonna cheat if Carter doesn't.
You can't cheat. You can't cheat.
You gotta keep them locked in like that and just use your thumb.
But there's ways of doing it though, to where it'll help you win.
Angle.
Put your angle and your force of weight into it too. So when they're trying to do you, no, we ain't doing that.
You gotta get that.
It's like if somebody come up on you on the street, you gotta puff it up. Well, look here, that's another episode of Freaky's Big World. I gotta thank Jeff for being here today. Got on my damn nerve. We'll leave the light on.
I'm so proud of you remembering.
We'll leave the light on and the front door unlocked. Unless your name is Jeff, please come back through the servants' entrance in the back. Thank you very much. In fact, don't come back at all. You delivering anything? Then you're allowed here. If not, don't worry about it.
I need to apply for a job, please.